this might be in Swedish. I don't know yet. Anyway, we can do like tasks on this course and learn stuff together anyway. So why do we have this link here? Let's just go to the course main site page. Okay, is this all there is? Oh, this is old stuff. Yeah, this is a PDF. File not downloaded, security risk. That's funny. So this is also a download. Yeah, so we don't have to download, we can watch it here. Look at it here. So this is I'm the teacher. There's no course literature. There'll be videos or PDFs with stuff. And here's like Android Studio installation. How to install Android Studio. Right, so I have like an old video on my YouTube channel helping people fix problems with installation. So it's like, I guess I still have it, but I should probably upgrade or update. I mean, we could update it. So, so I'm like, we could just do here. I have too many things, but I don't have it here. So since I'm not using it a lot, I have removed it from my taskbar because it's kind of full, right? So this one will require updating. Yeah. It'll require some updating. And I guess this is not supposed to be the only information you get, but whatever, you know? So, meet the new UI. Yeah, we want to update it. So, check for updates. Okay. So, very purple links here. I was just thinking, isn't there like, oh, the latest version is. Yeah. So we're not on 2023 anymore. So where did it go here? So it should say more than this, right? So I did click check for updates. Nothing. So we'll just install the latest. We can do this one. Everybody reading carefully here now so we don't. Again. Right, it will take a few seconds. Even a minute. Oh, that's kind of slow. Maybe a lot of people downloading it? I don't think so, right? I don't think everybody would do this at the same time. Ooh. Oh, that's an introduction to it.
Cypher Enigma says Android Studio. My condolences, D.
Okay, so what would you suggest to use? So I better do what? No, I've been using it too, but as I said, I haven't done any stuff but
Cypher
Java.
Enigma says, oh, I don't have an alternative.
Okay. Yeah, so install
Cypher Enigma says
Android
emulation
Studio.
is just a pain.
Oh yeah, but you don't have to emulate, actually. You can use it, you can connect your phone. So, right now I have a wireless charger, so I'd have to connect the connector to any of the phones. I have an Android phone here, actually, I could test with. That's connected by USB. The one that I'm controlling stream on, though. Probably shouldn't play with that one. So it says create Android project, create emulator. Yeah, right, I remember that. And that's a bit of a mess, yeah. So handle dependencies and build settings, create and modify Kotlin. Kotlin, yeah, this is a
Cypher
new thing for
Enigma
me.
says,
Kotlin.
I've only ever done emulation because my employer was cheap ig, D.
Oh yeah, but you had phones, right? But also, yeah, but it's kind of nice to test on a real phone. Yeah. So this one is downloaded, so let's run it. It's a bit fun that this one got a warning. Come on. Now I can click again. This, show more information. Oh, it's HTTP download, of course, that's why. Yeah, it is kind of new, this warning, right? It's kind of new. I'll accept it. As them using HTTP here. It's HTTPS here though, so why? So then it's basic programming, variables, data types. Yeah, I'm thinking it's nice to. I've never seen it in Kotlin, right? Your first app in Kotlin. So this is. Oh, we're on lecture 3 and 4 here. Oh gosh, yeah. So maybe this will be a very easy course. But it's still nice to have it like, organized. I don't know what. Design user interface with Kotlin, layouts, text, images, themes and styles, references to view objects, strings as resources, navigation, events, intents. Yeah, so I kind of know this, since I've done Java stuff on Android. Working with data. Let's accept this one. Data from web services. Show data in recycler view. There. A version of Android Studio is already installed. It's recommended to remove older versions before continuing. Uninstall previous version. Yeah, okay. So, come on. You don't have to ask, really. But maybe someone wants several versions. Of course. So, Android Studio 1 is called too. So it sounds like it's been... Yeah. Well. Next. So let's see if we get the funny error message that I have a YouTube video on. I'll have to see. So when was the last comment? Thanks for doing this, right? Let's see. Because it's an old video and it's on my Fixit channel. And I'm online. So alright. Where am I? Let's go to channel, right? I should make more videos here, but this is a problem. Let's see how
Please
old.
provide.
So this is 1 year old. The last comment was when I just sort them by newest first. 1 day ago. Thank you. Yeah, so it's still there, the bugs in the installation. We'll see. Let's see what happens when we open Android Studio. Oh, cute image. So if we start something, does not exist. Right, so you know I have been reorganizing, and I think I have my projects on my server instead. So let's do new project, right? But I want to see the bug. I think it might get, if it exists. Let's hope it doesn't exist, right?
Glitchy plays Beat Saber says BS viewers on
Oh look, now the line
damshames.com/takini.
is on B. So I'll have to make some kind of better filter for this one. Let's see here. So come on. So deleted the message, and we have a file on the desktop, I think. Spam messages here. So I add new ones here, and then when I add them to the streamer bot, then I remove them here. So that's why it's empty. So, by the way, let's actually look at the page. So this is what you can get sometimes. Apparently still. Which is a bit funny. So what they want us to do. They want us to like read the lectures, but I'm curious. Let's scroll down. So I've finished the first one before I even read the document. Read the recipe before starting, right? So navigation, work with data, databases and stuff, storage. So week 36. So the goal this week is to install Android Studio. And then for 2 weeks we're supposed to test stuff. Yeah, but this is also for people that don't program before then. But I think there was like a requirement to have university courses with programming. Well, it's not a very long course. This is kind of short. So the other one I had was like ends in January, I think. This is week 42. So it's not that many weeks. So a whole week to install a program. Let's oh, there's more here. Nice. I was thinking like, is this all? It looks like that, but it's continuous, so it's also January. Right. So you're supposed to send in return like tasks. So you should get them approved and stuff. And then you get marks depending on stuff. Is that all? Some cases it's not in. There are 4. Okay, what? 4 to 6, 7 to 8. Or is it the number of points you get or something? You can get extra points. Okay. Okay, so if you get a lot of extra points, you get higher grades. And there's projects too. Okay. So the project does the main thing. You make a app. And if you miss deadline, you get a maximum mark E. So you're supposed to not miss the deadlines, okay? Well, so I guess that we can go, if we go to previous, we have this one. And this you couldn't see. And then we have the one with red. And then going forward, we have, this is the first lecture line. And this is files, we're in files. Lecture 2, let's click files so we can see all of the files. Oh.
Noriko Neko says at Cypher Enigma, how are you Noriki 1 wiggle?
There's nothing more. It's just 2 for now. And it's in Swedish. We could play a bit with it. Let's see what else there is. It's an overview. Welcome to the course. Yeah, so this message I got, and this is when I was driving my kid from school here yesterday. So I couldn't be there. Alright, I have other stuff there. Yeah, so this one I finished. It was a few years ago, 2020. So this is like more advanced Android stuff with client development. So you have a server and client stuff. But that was Java, so I thought this would be nice to do. So there's disturbances in the network, but that's long ago, right? Or rather, it's in a few days, in a lot of days. 3 weeks. Lost. So that's nothing interesting. Yeah, so we want to go to this one with no image, and it's just this. So we have read this one. This one was like HTTP download warning. Calendar. So what I'm curious mostly is, will there be more Zooms? I prefer courses where you like interact with people and do stuff together and projects and stuff, you know? So it's like nothing here yet. So this is just my history, what I've been looking at. Okay. This is 2024. Maybe we should read that one. So allow download. So this is a kind of thing that isn't usually useful. It's like what you read before you apply. The goals of the course. Oh right, yeah, very useful. Very useful. Yeah, so there's no prerequisites for this. It's basic. So you don't need to know programming or anything. So it's going to be basic. But we can still do it on stream. Like, let's see how much of this we already did. Alright, we don't have to open it. We can just do this. So we'll use the latest version to create apps. Yay, they have my error message here. The video. So it's kind of like official now that that's a problem, right? Let's see if we get anything. Let's create well, I guess we do an empty. We open this and it continues. Good. So, oh, this is so tiny. I have to maximize it. So this is nice for that the core says this. When I googled this a few years back, yeah, there was problems. You just have to close the project you have open and it continues installation.
Cypher Enigma says at Noriko Neko I'm well, how are you?
Right, so what's up with my other browser here? Right, by the way, people, look at this. Look at this. It seems to be working, but there's no messages. So something happened. Let's close it. I was just checking. So if it works, I want to switch back to Security Lives one. Nori, do you know anything, by the way? So let's see. Because you use it too, right? I don't want to nag Security Live about it. I think he has other things to do. So
Noriko Neko
they're like
says, say again, sorry.
This. Do you use Security Live's TTS right now? Does it work for you? Support all versions of Androids. We need to install this too. Installing a lot of stuff. Yeah, maybe I should. Alright, download it and run the file. Yeah, so we already had it installed, you know. Serenade could not connect. Do you know what Serenade is? ADB. Well, why does it want to have access? Let's allow it. So, Gradle project sync in progress. So what's new in Koala features? Drop. Panel describes some of the new features. Code suggestions with Gemini in Android Studio. Crash reports. Android device. Streaming. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe it's like actually something visible in updates.
Noriko Neko says no, I've not used it for such long time.
Okay.
Cannot hear it, music too loud. Noriki One Music.
Yeah, I was thinking more if you use the translation features and things. That you could connect to it at all. So I understand you can't have chat read.
Noriko Neko says at Cypher Enigma, I hope to not be sick for 3 weeks in a row. I need party on weekend. Noriki One cry.
Oh yeah. So have you been sick?
Noriko Neko says yes, TTS.bot works for me.
Okay, so it hasn't been working for weeks for me. Weeks. So that's why I'm using StreamerBot, SpeakerBot instead right now. So we can look at it again. So yesterday it popped up
Noriko
like
Neko
this.
says it only got put back online yesterday.
Yeah. So I can do go, but it
Connected to
doesn't
channel
pop up
fix at
anything.
42.
It says connected, but if you type a message, let's see, test.
Fixit 42 says test.
And that is from SpeakerBot. So SpeakerBot also do TTS here. So we would have a double if this worked, but it doesn't
Cipher
pop up.
Enigma says test.
Yeah. So this is from SpeakerBot. So nothing from here.
Noriko Neko says maybe take away auth token from Twitch and reauth. Fixit 42
yeah, I'll
bot
do that
says
again.
test.
I did it like a few days ago, but if it's updated now, I'll do it again. But I can do that after stream, so it's wonderful if it works again, especially when I do on my phone. I don't have any TTS anymore. Yeah. Let's see, what does it say here? So, sync is taking a significant amount of time to download dependencies. Okay, show us. It's probably because stuff wasn't installed then. It's the first project we're opening. Also, we could go through and install more stuff. Oh my. So this message, I can't find any X, so I guess that's assistant then. Okay, so there's new stuff here. Gemini in Android Studio is an AI coding companion that helps you to build high quality apps faster. Oh my. So far, the only coding help I got has been from just asking ChatGPT questions, and it usually failed, so. Alright. Fun. It's fun. Yeah. So, this is new. Let's see what it says. I guess it doesn't say much more. No, not zooming in there, zooming in here. Oh, so I don't have a web one. It doesn't get it less blurry though. The image is blurry, so it doesn't help to zoom. So they're installing a lot of SDKs. And mine didn't ask for anything since it's already installed, I guess. But I will have deleted a lot of files. I should probably have just uninstalled it first. We could do that. We can uninstall it instead. So let's uninstall Android Studio. Because I've been like deleting files in my user directory, a lot of them, cleaning out the computer. So I don't probably have deleted files that are not supposed to be deleted. So let's just uninstall it all. Yeah, of course we need to close it to uninstall it. So yeah, I'll do it just to make sure that it's rather that than having to deal with the mess later. Yeah, let's do the settings too. I want a fresh one. I don't want my old stuff. Let's check also the directory. And I'm thinking of installing it to another drive, but I don't know which one would be suitable. D is kind of full, but it's more space than C, even though it looks red. It's just because it says 3 terabyte one. Well, almost 272. Well, it says 3 on it, you know. Yeah, let's go to program files, Android. And then we have another Android Studio. So it was installed in Android Studio 1, right? So Android Studio 1 is deleting. So let's close that, and let's also delete this one. Yeah, we're just deleting it. Delete. So we'll so my D, I don't have anything like this, I think. We'll see. We have program files. Yeah, I have Slendy Tubbies in Epic Games. We could just delete this. I don't even know what that is. So this I played with my kids, but I think it was long ago since it stopped working. So this is 2022. Maybe it works again. I don't know. So we can do D. So escape. Yeah, let's run this one again. So we have a fresher one. So I deleted all directory in my user directory, but I'm really thinking I should reinstall the computer too. To clean out stuff. So will it ask me where to install? Yes. So should we do D colon? Yeah, we do that because it doesn't have to be on. I prefer having my virtual machine on the SSD. This is a hard drive. A normal hard drive, the D colon. So, and the E colon, they're all internal. Yeah, I can hear it. So we can hear this one now if you hear it too. And this is just back up on my desk. Still on my desk. Wasn't digital. It's a 2 terabyte drive, but by mistake I wrote 2 GB on it. I should remove that. So it looks funny. Let's see. Can I remove this, or is it too hot? No, it sticks. All the gooey stuff sticks to the hard drive. It's too warm. So, what if we don't start it? Take the opportunity to experiment. So, so let's just check the rest here. Recognize that. I don't know why they have such tiny space for it here. Run your app on the emulator. In my example, I selected a medium phone. using the menus. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the problem with university courses. They're very slow. Well, some of them are not, and some of them just jump stuff instead. So this is good. This is quality that it's telling for, so that no one has to Google stuff, if they don't know anything about it. Right. So that is gone. I selected not to start it. So we should have a new thing here in the start menu. A new fresh one with an actual new directory. The other one would have worked fine too, right? And this one is still not like fresh. And it finds invalid configurations. Yeah, so why did it keep this file that we created before we uninstalled it? There should be a check mark like delete all the projects too, please. Build and refresh. So let's see. We spent like an hour on this, almost. Just me doing nothing. I'm kinda thinking that I missed that lecture yesterday, but they would have been doing nothing since this whole week was just installing this program and like playing with it a bit, I guess. Build analyzer detected new build performance issues. It's still initializing. Greeting preview. Hello, Android. So let's improve this, whatever it is. Let's test the build analyzer. Windows Defender was active. That's the problem. Yeah, I don't really care if it's a bit slow. That's okay, as long as it works. So, 37 seconds to build nothing. But let's look at this. So, apparently there's an output here. Override fun. Main activity, component activity. Okay, so colon means that this is okay. This is the name we can change ourselves. This entire thing from this one, I guess. Override fun on create. Yeah. So I'm curious to see the other one. Now let's see. Actually, we were right at they were at kind of the same place here, right? Oh, they're looking at the menus. Create a new file. Class. Shouldn't use special characters and only use in Swedish. Or mostly use in Swedish. Yeah, so I thought so. It's finished there. So if we go to the second one, and let's make it big. So this is when it will tell us about Kotlin, right? So I know that I had like, will I live learn Kotlin? With live learn, I mean more like I just experiment and test stuff and see if it works, you know, not doing an actual course. So they're just telling us what programming is, about that there's something called algorithms, there's a flow, there's something called OOP. It's a creative process. Then we have about Kotlin, and this is what I want to check out. Kotlin. So, let's actually do this. So can I select the Kotlin headers and the text? And so one escape does nothing. Because I'm going to go and get something to drink, and I thought, why not? Why not do this? Right, so it can even read it itself. We don't have to TTS it even.
Kotlin is a modern, statically typed programming language.
Alright. Okay, we TTS that. Oh gosh. Kotlin. Oh my god, that's horrible. Let's test this
Kotlin
instead.
is a modern, statically typed programming language developed by JetBrains and designed
So I'm getting
to be fully compatible with Java. It was introduced in 2011 and has quickly become a popular choice for Android development thanks to its concise syntax, security, and high interoperability with Java. Kotlin simplifies many of the complex aspects of Java, for example by eliminating null pointer exceptions, making the coding more robust and less prone to errors. Kotlin also offers advanced functions such as data classes, smart casting, and extension functions, which make it possible to write more compact and efficient code. One of the biggest advantages of Kotlin is its support for coroutines, which makes it easier to handle asynchronous tasks without having to manage threads on low level. Since 2017, Kotlin has been an official language for Android development, and Google highly recommend it for any new Android project. Additionally, Kotlin can be used for development of server-side applications, web applications, and even for iOS through Kotlin/native. With his wide range of uses and strong support from both developers and the industry, Kotlin continues to grow as a powerful tool for modern software development.
Alright, so my tea is warming up. So what do you think about that? Not the best thing to do, right? Well. So this says something about how much I've recently done Android dev stuff. So variables in Kotlin. Oh right, I don't even realize I'm reading Swedish and speaking English. Okay. Variables in Kotlin are used for storing data. They can use them and manipulated under the programs. Well, it's run. Declared with val. For stuff that's not going to change, or var. Alright, so these are constants then? I had to read it again. Declared with val for stuff that's not going to change, or var for stuff that can change, and their types. So constants are val. Okay. Yeah, and there's int, double float, boolean, string, char. And I shouldn't read this, I should read this. So F for float. Double is the default when you have a dot in the number.
Hasuni says you need to hack her cam.
Hack your cam, okay. Yes, I have some hardware stuff we can hack if we want to later. Or maybe not later. So I feel a bit like I've been inefficient lately. I don't know. I think I have been efficient, but you know, always increasing the difficulty of what I'm learning. So sometimes it's a lot of things to learn. Like buffer overflow, we looked a lot at the assembler and at different tools. So it's not like I'm doing the same thing for 2 weeks. It's all different things. But it felt like I was doing it for too long, so I wanted to switch to something else for a bit. And then we did a bit of web stuff, and now we're like hopping to this just because this course just started. But I think this is like max a few hours to the full course of what we have so far to do. There's no, after this file, it's like nothing more. So this is extremely basic. We can see chars and strings, just normal, nothing odd. So this is annoying me. I can't unselect. So longs have a capital L at the end. Short. Yeah, so this is really kind of, I don't mind this, because we saw the code, our example code here, with a colon, so it's kind of logical. So this is what it is like inheriting, right? So the colons are logical if we just remember the syntax. So even we're adding another language, and I don't know how many there's already that are fighting in my brain for saying what syntax I'm supposed to use when I'm typing. I don't know. So string, for example here, so val for constant, variable, greeting, colon, it's a string, equals hello world. So chars, didn't we already do chars? I scroll up and down, that's why. And then the else chart. Byte. So the method main, and it's called fun. Function is fun. They're fun. So yeah, so when I was switching now between the C# of StreamerBot and Python for doing the scripts, I was messing up already there, and like, alright, so no semicolons now. Oh, now we're supposed to do true with capital letter in the start, and now we're supposed to do with a lowercase t. So, you know, when you hop between, you like have to think extra. So yeah, was this the first example? Let's hope there's more. Actually, let's see print line. Yeah, so print line also always makes me think Pascal, right? So print line is a Kotlin function. Good to know. So properties, it even says here. So states of things, it says. We know what properties are. So here we have our first var, actually. Class person, var name, unknown. Get field, set. Get equals field, set value field equals value. So get and set. Val is adult, boolean. Get age, but age is here. Yeah, so it's actually not a saved value. It is calculated from the age. Okay. So get val person name Alice, print line person is adult. So it will be 0 then. Huh? So no one will be adult. I guess that's a good default. Methods and functions. I'm just quick scanning. Yeah, so they don't even say difference between method and functions. I guess it's not here, right? I'm thinking functions is what's not object-oriented, and methods are functions in classes, but everything usually is methods because everything is object-oriented in object-oriented language. So why mention functions? Because they're called fun? How does this differ? Tell me. Val is adult, so this is not a value that will change because it's a val, it's not a var. That's interesting too. So what if this is set here? Will it never change? So I need to know more about val and var and the difference and when val can be changed, because if this is not a constant, that's sure. So maybe it's a value that we cannot change. As a user of the class, but it can be changed in here. I don't know yet. We'll see. So I'm thinking I might switch topics when this file is over, and it might be over soon. So this is also funny, right? We have 2 scroll bars. I couldn't see how far much you had to go. Fun. Greet, print, line, hello. Parameters and arguments. Name colon string. Right, with a colon. So this is, I like this logic.
VR_Mechatronics says hi, how is going?
Hi, we're checking out Kotlin, Android development. And I'm translating this because it's Swedish. I'm not reading all of it though. So it's good. You? This is a university course, by the way, in a Swedish university. But it's very easy. Easy level. When a method is called with specific values called arguments. Fill these parameters. Yeah, so the thing I'm mostly interested in here is the syntax of Kotlin. So we have fun, we have function name, we have argument name and type. And here we have a print line. And we have a dollar name in here. So,
VR_Mechatronics says I came back from training, I drink beer, coffee and install AI NVIDIA GPT-2 on Poo.
Oh. So what were you training? So this is interesting. This is something we need to remember. So ifs. We're going to ifs and stuff. So val age, so a not changing variable, not a constant it seems. Age 18, if age is more or equals to 18, you're an adult. So a normal if, a statement within parentheses, and as with C and Java and all of the nicely structured languages, there are the bird wing parentheses. I'll have to make that an English thing too. We use it in Swedish with bird wings. It's like flapping bird.
VR_Mechatronics says I need to figure out how to combine code comments with AI messages to save tokens.
Okay. Okay. But aren't tokens based on the length of the message too, not just the number of them? So val day equals Monday, not changing value. I'm curious about the val now. I'll have to Google soon. Monday, Friday. Oh,
VR_mechatronics
so
says divide the code into sections combined to AI messages.
Divide the code into sections. I don't know what you mean. But I'm curious what you were training. So let's see. So Wednesday. Iskeben. Jag kommer jättesnart, okay? So my eldest woke up. Also my tea is downstairs waiting for me, beeping. Monday. So here we have dash arrow. This is an arrow, right? So when day is Monday. When day. So this is the syntax here of a like select key thingy. And they're not terminating them at the end. So this is just a one-line thing. And also there's no semicolons. I guess I'll get used to it. So I'm curious about the when. Let's see here. We have val. I can type on this. Used envelope. So we have to check out what's the difference between val and var. Val, var, and an actual constant. And then we need to test the when x so how those works. So when also how is it, I mean we have these, but what says what lines do? I mean, is it like Python and whitespace matters? So does whitespace matter? Right? So loops. So a for I in, okay. Yeah, so my biggest problem so far is the semicolons. So let's do also for, we could do like, let's make notes, of course, right? We didn't start any notes. So let's change the stream title because I'm not going to get to anything else to do. Kotlin. Learning Kotlin today. So I don't want to change YouTube, it's too much work, but I can change Twitch because it's 1 second on there.
Cypher Enigma says lol.
So the title in YouTube takes forever to do. So let's make a new programming thing here. So new folder Kotlin, right, and the basic syntax. Because that's, you know, we know how an if work and a for works and stuff. We
Cypher
need to know
Enigma says you silly
stuff.
anyways, they don't even have Marbies.
Yeah, well, I guess it's actually marbles that could change that. Not YouTube, right? The developer of the game. So I would have to go to YouTube, change the rate account, go to Studio, go to the streams list,
Cipher
edit
Enigma
the
says,
stream,
shh.
click
Clearly a
save.
yeet problem smile.
Yeah. Yeah, so everything is YouTube's fault. I'm saying while I'm streaming to YouTube. Yeah. So,
Cipher Enigma says now you get it, D.
So let's just do one of these, right? So we don't need all. So, and this is a not changing variable. Question mark. So, var. And let's see where we have a var. I'm sure we had some here. So the selecting doesn't really work. So I couldn't select the last character. So changing variable. Let's do normal instead, right? Still question marks. We haven't tested them at all. Then we have we need a function definition, right? Or a definition of a method, depending on, well, you know, it seems very OP, right? See how much I got of that. Not much. Oh gosh. Taking a deep breath. I'm not gonna say this is horrible. The copying from a
Cipher Enigma says Java gonna Java.
Yeah, so also my kid woke up. I have to go to him on the thought of Java. I have tea in my microwave, not Java, but close enough. So why do we have this here? All right, this is interesting. We want this line. So we can see the variable here. So let's actually do like name equals names. Let's actually type for the first time. So var, let's do val then, I guess. Val name colon string equals Sophia, I guess, my name, right? So I'm saying hello to myself there. Just to show that the actual variable was not with a dollar character. That's what I wanted to show there. And then we have ifs. And let's just take half of it. That there can be an ages. Kinda. And else is kinda logical when you see this bit. This is more interesting. Now I could select more without it freaking out. So also let's indent. If anyone knows if indentation is like relevant to the syntax of Kotlin, tell me, because it seems here like it is. I'm trying to click to not have anything selected. There, just like 10 tries later. Okay. Okay, the last parenthesis will have to be typed. So I mean birdwings. So actually I should probably do 4. Okay, now I shouldn't do 4, it will go crazy. So when day, this is what I'm interested in. If this had been C, we would have a break here. Not for it to continue doing this line. So we can do infinite lines before the next one of these, or what's up? Or is it like one line, which would be horrible? I don't think so. Is there, how does the syntax work? I'm curious. So loops. This will continue on the next line, kind of ugly. Oh well. So let's put the for syntax here too. So it's always nice to have the basic syntax like this, right? Just one tab, not two tabs. There. So while. So it's easy to read the code, but it might be hard to remember the syntax when you don't have it in front of you. And then it's nice to have something like this to help. So also a do while. And then we have erase, and I can't hardly finish one thing before I want to do the next here. So erase. So let's see. Array of. Oh, okay. So numbers. Well, numbers. So there's no type for this one. Array of. Yeah, so now I'm curious on array of too. So let's see, can I select this? Yeah. Here. So, right, good. Good. I wanted it to be like no space in between there, so it would automatically that way. So that was it. Test code examples. So far it's pure Kotlin. It's nothing really Android stuffy thingy to run without creating an app. Yeah, that's kind of what we did. So you must type your code in main, or it won't be run. Yeah. But this is interesting. To run your code, click the green arrow. Okay. I thought it said, I just read first left of the main method. I was thinking there was something like interesting here. So, fun main, fun foo 2. So, with this. So, I want more, you know. And this annoys me. So, we didn't do anything here, really. This was just, but it's good. It's good. I just want more. So far we have these things to check out more details, you know, we have question marks. So let's do, so I think I'm going to check files, make sure there's not a third one. I'm kind of assuming there's nothing more. So this one has like nothing. That was what pages I clicked. And this is just this again. Alright, so you can set a color at least. Yeah, so what's this? Oh, it's like playing stuff. I was hoping it was expand the menu. I guess this is the menu. Here it is. So how can I get rid of this thing now? I just want to remove it. Can I escape it? Come on. Do I have to go to settings? So I realize this is supposed to be a good thing, you know, people are supposed to be able to click to listen on things. I just want to get rid of it. So what if I reset settings? I don't think that helped, right? So, right clicking, block element. Let's just try clicking. Oh, there was an X if you clicked it. That's annoying. Bad UI. So we definitely don't want TTS stuff that's Swedish on stream. So I just want to double check. I think there might be more things in here. Let's actually escape it again, and we have to do it twice. And let's go to it. And let's see here. First of all, not needed to be that big. Not needed to be that big. Code is what we want. So now we can see the code. Let's also expand the import. Yeah, so override fun on create, super on create. Enable edge to edge. Set contents. My application theme. Oh. Well, that was nicer at least. It took some time, but I have to remember not to have my mouse over stuff. Greeting. Composable. So, what if we set this one to false? No. Let's see, what is it? Shift F10. So it did generate this, and it also actually previews there. So that's what I assumed would happen. Nice that it does what you think. I could have Control-C that. So it will update. There's a render problem now. There. So the preview will update. We have no devices, so we need to... Oh, using Wi-Fi. Sure. That's nice. Well, let's test. So my phone was saying Wi-Fi.
VR_Mechatronics says thanks for free Wi-Fi XD.
I don't know what this is. Yeah, so this is odd. Yeah, very odd. So I have to see again. We need to debug this. So it wants to connect to something else, but it's already connected, you know. Yeah. So QR scanner. So we're not gonna use that, of course. So let's do what I said before and just connect the phone. Instead of using this, I'll have to use the cable. There. So this can be a bit funny, but maybe they have evolved since I did this last. Of course I need to, let's see. So that totally messed up my Wi-Fi settings, by the way, so don't do that. So I'm just going to my Android settings here. I have to change settings. First I'm checking my developer options. Yeah, debug mode when USB is connected. Revoke USB debugging authorization I can do and stuff, you know. Disable timeout. So there it should be okay. Oh, and this is in the way now. My charging thingy. And I had no stand for my phone. So let's go to device connections. It's loading. We'll see if it connects. It's actually two devices connected. Yeah, this could also do fun things with our stream, right? If we mess with USB. Yeah, we could have a problem from not connecting straight there. I'll get a new USB-C cable. Let's see what's here. Oh my. So I'm just following the cables here, see where does this go. Oh, right. So I know what this is. This is my keyboard, right? Keyboard we need. Then we have two white lengthener here. One of them is going to the hard drive. But what is the other one doing? It's just on the floor. Right. So this is the one that usually connects to the robot. So we can use this one. But we do not have this connector. So let's... So this cable might be only charging. So I'm actually going to put another one in there instead. And let's keep my phone stand where it's supposed to be. So let's put this back there. Getting a cable. USB-C. Oh, this is a long and thick one. Oh. I'll have to modify that one. It's actually from mini USB to USB-C. I bought that by mistake. Yeah, I thought so. So when I'm messing with USB, what happens? Yeah, USB devices stop working. As long as it's not in my mic. I'm kind of happy though. So I just disconnected. Or even touching them might do it. So I'm going to restart my camera. Well, let's see. There. It usually works. So now we have connection to the computer, not via a hub and a thin cable. So, found one Android device, possible problems. Actually, I'm disconnecting my other device here. So we don't want this one to be found. So we know which device it is. Problems can be that the cable is bad or something else. So now we know it is this device. There. So now it should work. Just want to make sure. There wasn't actually a problem even. So we can do a rescan. If you read the message, it said that you have to approve on the phone. Which is done now. So now it has found my phone. And it is enabled already. I checked. Yeah, it's enabling debug mode there. So, okay, we need to restart it. I have to allow again. Let's allow this computer. Yeah, so it updated there. There. So this one should really work too, but it's an old device, you know, so it'll probably not handle this amount of not being connected. An old HTC. There. We don't want to use it for file transfer. So now we can play. So there's no visible thing here. I'm assuming that this might not be printed on screen. Well, this is loading. Maybe it would be fun if it hops up here, you know? Or we'll have to make it more like full app. By the way, what app should we make as a project, right? Launching on devices, up to date. So it's currently trying to launch. So we will of course make virtual ones too, right? But it's easier to just test it like this. Maybe it's not faster though. Five seconds and 975 milliseconds was what the Compose preview refreshed it. So, can you see? No, you can't. The camera is still not on. Let's fix that. Let's fix the camera. Sorry, I just assumed it worked. Activate toggle. Activate toggle. So I have it up on my phone. I just want to show you too. So, this is an annoying problem to have. I can just turn it off. But when I switch screens, it will hop back. Oh, right. I just realized what this test was. It was when I typed in here. Right, so that's why it worked. But we can have that up still. Oh, we have the camera light. So you can see my screen went black, and there's a very tiny hello Android up in the corner here. And since this one doesn't focus like this, well, I could do it manually. It's manual focus. I've set it to manual. Let's assume here's the focus. There, you can see.
Cypher Enigma says hello world.
Hello Android. Now I'm blurry. Let's see if I can unblur myself. There somewhere. Something like that. Something like that. So it's nice to have a real lens in there. So now we should make a more fun program. What should we make as a project for this course? It's a basic one. There's no programming required before, so I'm thinking we can like make something cool. Anyway, I mean, we don't have to make a basic thing, but I've been thinking that like having a select food app for my kids might be good, but maybe that's not really useful. Maybe we should make something. I think the need has kind of disappeared. They're bigger now. So first of all, maybe we should like change Android here to be world, right? What do you think? So, Cypher, you program apps then. You said that your job was to, they didn't buy devices you could test on, then you must be working with it. Or
Cypher Enigma says I test them.
So you test the apps. Okay, so someone else makes them and you test them for security and lots of things. Is that it? Yeah, so I have older phones too, you know. So it's nice to be backwards compatible. If you can. If you use cool new features, it might be hard. So, brainstorm. What should we make? What should we make?
Cypher Enigma says I do functional testing, making sure it fits to the specifications we wrote for the business. Okay. Cypher Enigma says coordinate ft/watt.
Okay, I'm like ft watt. What's that? So, ft.
Cypher Enigma says functional testing and user acceptance testing.
Okay. Yeah. So, this thing would fail. You noticed, right? I had to click play to get the stop remove it button. That's not accepted by any users. Is it? I don't know if this is an international thing. So all the universities here use it, the website thingy. So I have another course here. Or is it here? Yeah, so you see it's the same, it's a different university. And they have stuff from the start. So you don't have to go like, okay, so will there be more material next week? What should I do until then? Let's just learn it all ourselves and ignore the course and not get them money by finishing it. Because it's free to start the course. But they will like get more money if I would to finish it, you know? From whoever pays. Like the government, I guess. So what else could we do? So let's check this more. So here's the text, hello name. And here's the name. And it is sent in here with greeting. And this is greeting preview. This is a preview, and this is where I changed the show background. So what I'm curious now is, let's see here. Application theme, scaffold, modifier, inner padding, greeting. So this is some kind of thingy, old thingy. It's not like that I know how this works or anything. So let's make a new one, a new project. Or we can add to this, but let's make a fresh one. So I did the empty, I think, or did I do the no? I don't know. What's Gemini API starter? Views, bottom navigation. Yeah, we wanna check a few different ones and see how they look. C++. But we wanna do basic stuff here. We wanna do Kotlin. That's kind of thing. Responsive views activity even. Navigation drawer views. Yeah, we want a navigation view or drawer view probably. Let's see if we can start my old app. The one that disappeared.
Cypher Enigma says I just do an incrementing counter to start. Number goes up is a compelling mechanic for me, D.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, should we make one of these? Should we make one of these? Or a basic? Now let's try basic, I guess. So everything shouldn't be called my application. Let's call it test.
Cypher Enigma says, have you identified what you're trying to learn in this project?
No. We'll see. So that's why it's called test. I usually also use like my own domain or something here. But this is just a test. And see user Sophia. I just deleted this directly.
Cypher Enigma says, Okie's cool.
But this is the important bit. We don't want Java now. We want Kotlin. We want to learn new things. This is also very good to know and to set. So what minimum SDK do we want to use? Oh look, 4.1 is not now the lowest one. So almost I can't make for my normal tiny phones. I think they're 4.1. Or is it 4.0? So I can't even do Anything
Cypher
for them,
Enigma says, I always like the Android naming schema.
Yeah, it's a yummy one. Jelly beans, Kit Kat, Lollipop, Marshmallow. Well, these are kind of boring, right? QRS, SV. Yeah, I kind of like these better.
Cypher Enigma says it's
Kit
cute
Kats.
and not overly serious.
Yeah. Upside down cake. Right, so 7 is probably a reasonable point, actually. So let's see what this one has. This is not like a ancient one. It's just half ancient. It's like my hubby's last phone. He just switched because of the battery. He would never have switched otherwise, I think. So let's see, what version of Android can we possibly have on this one? And where on earth do I see settings? I always do Samsungs. From my first phones were HTC, the ones with the keyboard. Yes? Jag kommer snart, gubben. So I found the settings. So search for Android Ver. Will it pop up anything? Nothing. So version. Let's do update. Software update. About phone. Now, let's see. Here we have stuff. This is Android 9 actually, so it's modern. Patch level 2090. So I have to load back my deck. What version has my phone? I think it's still getting updates. And this one, I just found it in 10 seconds. This is a good phone, not a... The HTC was good. I'm not complaining about that, but... So, let's see. Uptime. Oh. That's long. So, there's lots of information, of course, but the Android version is 12. And it's updated June 1st. So let's go back. We still have the tiny program up. Okay, so did I click something? Right, I must have clicked something when I took the phone. So I was trying to show that there's still the black thing up there. So what do you think, 7? I don't really have any reason to do 7. So we could do 9. Since this one is 9, then we have at least 2 phones to test on. We could do 7. It's okay. Yeah, 97.4. So how do they calculate this? Because my test phones, my older phones, the ones I used to control stream from, they're not in this list even. So, do they say 100%? I guess it's decimals that are not in there then, I guess. Build configuration language. We'll do the defaults. So we didn't really change anything. So it opened up on the other screen here. So, oh, we have a fragment there. IDS detected Microsoft Defender with real-time protection enabled. It might severely degrade IDE performance. Okay. So, security people, here we have some stuff that's good to know. So, it is recommended by Microsoft, no, by Android Studio, to disable these. Remove them from the Defender list. So, so I'm taking a screenshot of this, putting it in my notes. Can I select the text? Yeah, so let's select the text instead. We can get all of it. So
Cypher Enigma says for the early stuff it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah, I won't disable anything. I'm just curious about the message. So where should we put this? So
Cypher Enigma says yay.
We don't have anything about Android Air, but let's add one. So what numbers? What's our current numbering? So we can do like 30 or something, right? Let's do it a bit later. 30 Android, and let's make a new note. Suggested Defender config Android Studio. It is not really like a very interesting thing, really, but it's still kind of interesting. So is this how little place it took? No. It's just skipped all the new lines. So there, done. Oh, it disappeared by itself now before it just disappeared when I looked back. Yeah, I want this on my left screen, I don't want it there. We can close the other one down. Yeah, so the app is still up. I'm clicking terminate. It stops. So it's just like there. So we have the phone here. So adding devices. This is connections. So I guess I'll have to go into the menus to add stuff later. This is good enough for testing now. So let's do the most simple thing. Is there an expand all there? Oh, whatever. Have to just test stuff. No. I'm even in the wrong place. Yeah. Control plus it. It worked. So let's see what we have. So we have the Android manifest. Here we will find information about target API, for example. So that's such a high number, such a high Then we have the fragment file, main activity that was already open. We can close manifest. I had to mess with that a lot once. Second fragment. Come on, I'm just wanting you behind there. Good fragment. And then we have test. Example instrumented test. So I'm like calling it test might not have been the best choice of words. Because it's already used and stuff, you know. So here we have drawable background. So right, also now when I look into apps on my phone here, so I don't have them sorted, so it would be Android. So it'll probably still be in my phone when I'm done with it. If they haven't updated stuff, I'd have like an ugly green icon somewhere or something. Maybe it didn't even have one. We'll see. We'll see. So let's close that. Layout. So here we have activity main XML. So I have to like I mean it is an XML file, right? Blueprint and so this is nice. Example API version preview, right? So I was kind of expecting a XML here too. We don't have to watch everything. We can look at the menu. Colors. Okay. So it's nice that it has like a few examples that we can look at. Oh, we don't have to check all that out. So our main activity here. Now if we just play this one now. I should have clicked first before looking, right? My throat is hurting again. So I never used to get a sore throat from streaming. I could stream for like 12 hours without getting a sore throat. Odd. I don't think I'm sick at all. Right. I still have my yogurt here. And the bag for the bread is empty. While it's doing its thing, I'll just go and get down these things. I still have my yogurt. So it's up on my phone now. So if I click the button, it goes to second fragment and goes back again. And if I click the little mail symbol, replace with your own action, it says. And the menu has settings. So, and we can scroll stuff. So, Lorem Ipsum. It's a nice little example. So, if I close it now on my phone, it updates the status here too. So it works the other way around too. I'm just closing all the apps here. So. So let's see. Let's go to main activity here. Let's actually close these XMLs. Well, we can check them out a bit more first. I would like what? I would want to see the actual. What's my phone doing? Oh, I clicked an app. So let's just click that one so it's happy. So the problem is I can't put it in my stand because it's a cable there. It's wireless charging. Oh, I guess I should get one with USB-C so you can do this kind of things. Just a sec. Mr. Ben. Get your pancake wax. Ska vi se. Yes, I'm going to go do a test now of this actually. Since my Bluetooth antenna broke, I have a worse connection. But if I switch mics, you should still hear me. Let's see if it works all the way down to the kitchen, because I need to get pancakes. Usually takes like 2 minutes. So, ideas. Give me ideas for what the app should be. What app? You know, we can really start before we know what app we want to make. We can test stuff and mess with this example and other examples to see what happens, you know. But also I wanted the XML. This is an XML file. My god, I should have to be able to see the text. So if I were to delete this, for example, here is adding, so I can add the button. So this is a component tree of what exists. So now it will select. I was like, why isn't the button selected? Toolbar, include a content main, yeah. And this is on everything. And if we look then at the menu, we have that there. If I double click this one, we will get content. And here we can see, let's see. Come on. So the contents of this, I can't go to by double clicking because it's not XML then. Maybe. So if we check the normal code, but I'll go fix the food. No. So main activity.kt. We have the imports, and I guess they're always the same. For a default thing, menu. Yeah, and what I really want to do is to do it all from nothing, right? And not have anything in here to start with and build it up so that I'll really learn it. So I'm curious about this indentation. What happened here? So this one has a start here, and an end here, right? No? Here. So some of the lines, no, that's there. So where is this friend? It doesn't have a friend. Related XML file. So this is a whole class. I didn't read the line. Yeah, so this should definitely be indented. Why isn't it? This one too. And this is, I didn't change anything, right? So it's just oddly formatted from start. So if we click this one now, we should see the selection on this, right? Now I can see the logical structure here. So this one, appar late init var, this is something to check too. App bar configuration. Late init var binding. And then we have functions. We have onCreate. Constructor seems to be logical and well, very similar to the Java stuff, of course. Super.onCreate is run too, with the same parameter in. Then they have missed the indentation again. This isn't easy for anyone to read. Binding that we have the late init var here, and also private. Activity main binding inflate layout inflator. So set content view binding dot root. Set support action bar binding dot toolbar. Then we have a val. So this is not supposed to change later. No, I need to know this now. I can't wait anymore. So I'm thinking that the easiest way to find a short, simple reply for this question is to do this. Kotlin div val var. In Kotlin, val and var are used to declare variables. They have different behaviors when it comes to mutability. Okay, yeah. Val is immutable. Val stands for value, and it declares a read-only variable like a constant. But it didn't seem to be like a constant in the examples. Let's go back to what I wrote down here. No. Let's go to the actual course page. And let's go to F2. But maybe they don't know what they're doing. But I hope they do. If they're the teachers, right? Maybe it wasn't here, maybe it was somewhere else, but I think it was here, I saw it. Yeah, I don't think it was here. So something made me think it's not... It was set to something... Yeah, so I think it was something we read before this. We'll see. No, this could be it. Yeah, this is it. Val is adult boolean. Get age. So I'm thinking age will change, and that means that val must be able to change, or is adult must be able to change, meaning this cannot be not a real constant, right? But maybe this is just a bad example, right? Here they make it obvious that it's supposed to be changed because it's unknown, right? Or is this actually like a link to a function? But it says it's a boolean, so it should be a boolean value, not a link to this function, right? Yeah. No, we're actually in the right spot. I just need to escape. Right, so my throat is hurting a bit. I will TTS this and hope that my throat will stop hurting soon.
1 val, immutable. Definition: val stands for value, and it declares a read-only variable, like a constant. Once a value is assigned to it, it cannot be changed. Usage: use val when you want to create a variable whose value should not be modified after initialization. Example: Kotlin. Val name equals John. / name equals do / this will cause a compile time error because val cannot be reassigned. 2 var, mutable. Definition: var stands for variable, and it declares a mutable variable.
Just what they said.
You can change its value as many times as you want. Usage: use var when you need a variable whose value can change. Example: Kotlin. Var age equals 30. Age equals 31 / this is allowed because var can be reassigned. Key differences.
Yeah.
Mutability: val is immutable, read only, while var is mutable, read/write. Reassignment: You cannot reassign a val, but you can reassign a var. When to use val, prefer val unless you specifically need to change the variable's value. It leads to safer and more predictable code.
It sounds like
var,
this is just
use
a
var
bad
only
example.
when you need to update the variable's value. Would you like more examples or further clarification?
Let's ask ChatGPT. It's not a full one. Example code. Is this correct? A val seem to be changed. Well, let's just do it there. Yeah. So, since it might seem confusing, var name mutable is adult is a read-only property declared with val, but the getting calculates its value dynamically based on the current value of age. The property itself is not directly changeable, but the value it returns can change if age changes. Yeah. Another immutable property that directly influences is adult. Yeah. So, val. Val is adult is not directly modified, instead it derives its value. Even though is adult declared as val, it reflects the current state of age, meaning the return value can change as age changes. Okay, so it means we cannot set is adult, but it is still... Oh, the power ran out totally. There. So now we have full battery again. Your code works correctly. It's not my code. It means it has no setter. It can return different values based on other mutable state. Then it's not a constant. You cannot call it a constant. I wouldn't say it's immutable either, right? It's a boolean. It says it's a boolean. I mean, if it was a function, it doesn't hop to another function. Right, yeah, so we're closing up to 17 here. And even though, yeah, I'll make food for my kids. That's what I'll do. So I have a problem too. There's 2 trainings I want to go to today, which overlap 1 hour and also are like a bit apart. So I have to choose. But I want to test the new place, which is actually the old place, and see what the training is like different days. And since this Thursday there's no GAR event, I can try it. Yeah, so I'll probably do the normal one today, meaning I would have to like leave very soon. Yeah, let's just read this and I will raid someone. I think to get to the meaning of that, you probably need to be in the Discord, right? No setter, you can set its value directly, but it can return different values based on other mutable state. Right, I remember why I wanted to go to the other place today. Because I know that, right, one person won't be there Thursday, I think. So we'll see here. Read-only property with custom getter that depends on mutable property age. Yeah, I think this is ugly. I don't like it. If it was not a boolean but a link. Mutable property. Yeah, so we'll have to continue next time.